You're going to pull your choke out. You're going to turn your fuel valve to on. You're going to turn your engine switch to on. At this point, you can take an extension cord you can plug into here. You can push your button and that'll start you up. Unplug it and then you're slowly going to work out your choke. Now, we don't have electric out here. Pull your cord. Slowly work that in. You'll hear the engine smooth out. This is how you engage your auger.
Why did you leave the choke out a little bit? Just because it hasn't run
The choke's in all the way.
It is, okay.
Yes, it is. So you don't want to mash that past that point because you'll break it.
Okay.
All right, for our purposes, I'm going to shut it off so you can hear me. What I want you to do, instead of turning it off with your key here, what I want you to do is shut it off with the fuel valve each time. It'll take it about a minute, minute and a half for that to run out of gas, okay? And then at that point, you're going to let it cool off, and then we're going to refill it with a premium gas. I prefer one with no ethanol, okay? Now, your oil check is right here. It takes a 5W30 oil. After the first 5 hours of use, we want you to change the oil in it, okay? To change the oil, what you're going to do is you're going to crack this open here. I always start them up and run them a few minutes and get it warmed up, or after you've snow blowed and you figure you got 5 hours, that's the perfect time. You crack this nut right here open. Once you get it to where you can turn it, shut your fuel valve off. You can kick it back on the stand just like this. Slide a tray up underneath of it, unscrew it, the oil will come running out.
Now, you're supposed to loosen that while the engine's running or right after you shut it off?
After you shut it off.
Okay.
You just want to loosen it up because if you're over here trying to loosen this while you got it on that stand, you're going to mess up. Okay. You want the oil filled up into the threads, ready to come out here. Setting level just the way it is. Okay? If you tip this up and put oil in it, you'll get more oil in it than you should have. It only holds a half a quart. Now, when snow blowing, you got your handle down, your auger's turning, you're slightly going to tilt that forward. By doing that, the paddles make contact with the ground. It'll help pull you along. It is not a self-propelled unit. You still have to push it. You still have to guide it. If you tip it too far, it's going to be real hard to do, and you'll tear your pads up. Right here, you have your scraper bar, which sets up in the front. It's right here. Once that thing starts wearing down, you need to get it replaced, or you'll start tearing up the body of your machine here. You have rubber pads right here. Once these start to wear, you need to replace them periodically.
You point to what you call the scraper bar. What is that?
This bar right here.
The bar that goes across there?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's your scraper bar. These are your pads that are picking it up right here and here. Once these start to wear down, you need to replace these pads. They're all nut and bolted on. You can buy a set for like $51 for this thing, and it comes complete with all the pads and everything else. Direction you want it to go, and your height.
Okay, so if that gets a little loose, okay, that's pretty snug. Does that stay pretty snug like
Yes.
that? Okay.
And you want grease in there every once in a while. If it starts drying out on you, you can put a little grease on that, just like there is right now.
Okay.
All right. Now, at the end of the season, and you're not going to use this anymore, you have a little hole. It's right here. Your carburetor sits back over here, so you're kind of at this angle right here. You're going to go in here with a flat tip screwdriver. You're going to open that up. That's going to drain a little gas out of that carburetor bowl. Then you're going to snug it back up. Don't over tighten it, just snug it back up.
Or just let it run out on the ground, you mean? So there's not.
Or you can put a little catch. There ain't gonna be but a couple dribbles out of the bottom of that bowl.
Okay.
You've got your fuel line shut off here. Next winter, when you're getting ready to use it, you're gonna siphon this gas out of here. Don't try and reuse it. It's only a quart of gas. Put in fresh gas, turn your fuel valve back on, and then try and start it. But if you try and start that with that old gas in there, you'll probably cause yourself some problems. Even though you put stabilizer in there or seafoam or whatever the case may be.
So premium unleaded.
Yes,
Okay.
premium with no ethanol.
Okay. Like Quick Trip?
Your
Yeah.
newer
Okay.
Quick Trip sell it, Hy-Vee gas stations sell it. That's the two places I can
Okay.
guarantee you to find
Oh,
it
so
at.
that Quick Trip, the new one down there, should probably have it.
Where?
On the corner of 9 and 45?
Yes, they
Yeah,
sell it.
okay.
That's where I buy my gas from.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and that's what you have in here now. If this thing starts, runs, and dies, it's probably out of gas. I get 4 or 5 of these back every year. I come down here and I put gas in them and start them up. It only holds a quart of gas.
Okay.
It'll run for an hour and a half or so on that
Okay.
quart of gas.
Okay.
But everyone pulls it, starts, it dies, then it's out of gas.
We should
What-
get a gas can.
Yeah,
Get a
but
gas
if you
can
get a
full
gas
of-
can and you leave the gas can in the garage, over the winter,
It's
that-
not good.
Not
Every
good.
30 days, you want fresh gas.
Okay.
If you use old gas in here or you have a gas can sitting at home right now that has gas in it that's been sitting there,
Yeah.
I would not stick it in here.
Probably not for the riding lawnmower either. Then
What you should do
Yeah.
with your old gas is run it through a vehicle. It can handle it. Stay on the fresh gas program. You got a one-cylinder engine here. Your cars are 4, 6, and 8. They can handle that gas, where this one will not.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You guys have any questions for me?